Welcome to On Our Shelf. Let's see what Bartholomew has for us today. Come on, what you got, Bartholomew? Alright, looks like we have a large 31-inch Star Wars Darth Vader action figure and a 31-inch clone trooper. These are pretty big. Let's check them out. Okay, everybody, I have something pretty cool today, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. I got these two huge Star Wars action figures. Starting over to the left is a 31-inch clone trooper, which kind of looks like a stormtrooper. I'm not too into Star Wars, but I have seen all the movies, and I'm not sure what's the difference between the stormtrooper and the clone trooper. So if you know, please help me out, because I kept calling it stormtrooper. But he's a clone trooper because that's what the box says. And then over to the right, we have Darth Vader. Everyone knows who he is. And these are pretty cool. Let's check them out. Now, they both come in these very similar boxes, which are easy to get them out of. You can either, cut them out or untie them. They come in about about 4 ties. I cut Darth Vader out and I untied the clone trooper, as you can see. Now, in the back of these boxes, they both have stories. Here's the clone trooper's story right here, and here's Darth Vader's story. You can just pause it if you want to read it. Okay, now let's start with some of the details. As you can see right here, it says he has 7 points of articulation, and we're going to start with his head. His head moves side to side. There's not a lot of rotation, but it does move side to side, very limited. His arm moves up and down, and he also rotates at the wrist. You can turn that all the way around, do a full 360. His left arm does the exact same thing, up and down, 360 with the wrist. His legs move back and forth, but there's not a lot of movement there. As you can see, that he's kind of limited, but that's about as far as it can go, as you can see right here. And the back of them is, it's fairly detailed. They have a bunch of holes in them for the screws where they put them together, but that doesn't take away from it. At least they're on the back, not the front. And I should also mention that these things are pretty much entirely plastic. So, but they look really cool though. They really do. Here's a look at the bottom of them, and here's a look at the top of them. Okay, let's move on to the man himself, the former Jedi, the traitor, Anakin Skywalker, now known as Darth Vader. I'm going to turn him all the way around so you guys can get a good look at him. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try to breathe like him. Let me know how I do. What do you think about that? That was pretty good, huh? So let's talk about the articulation on Darth Vader. Pretty much the same as the stormtrooper. His head moves side to side. His head is pretty limited as well, but it does move side to side. His arms move up and down. Both arms, I should say. So at the wrist, his wrist also turns around, does a complete 360. And as you can see, his left hand does it as well. The only difference is his left hand is open. I think that's the hand that's known for choking people. Well, not choking people, but shutting people up. That's a pretty cool power. You just point at someone and shut them up. But anyway, back to the legs. As you can see, they move back and forth as well. They're a little bit more mobile than the stormtrooper, but they do move back and forth as well. The back of them, fairly detailed as well. Not too detailed. He has those screw holes in them as well, but it's pretty cool with him because they're hidden behind the cape. So it looks a lot better. And now that I think about it, he does use that hand for choking people. He just doesn't touch them. What if he used it for like smacking people? But yeah, he has his lightsaber on the left side of him. It doesn't come off. It is attached to him, and nothing comes out of it. It doesn't light up or anything. But it is there. It just adds to him, the detail of him. And he also has his platinum chain on because he's a boss. That's how Darth Vader gets down. Platinum. Now let's have a closer look at the actual details of these toys. Now, they're not extremely detailed or anything like that. If you've heard of Hot Toys, they make like extremely detailed toys, but they retail for like $100 to $300 for some of them, maybe even more than that. But they're extremely detailed and very collectible. These definitely are collectible as well, but they can also be played with. But they're no less detailed than the average Star Wars toy that you see at your your toy store, your Walmart, or something like that. Speaking of Walmart, you're probably asking, where can I get one of these from? Now, the Clone Trooper, as of right now, as far as I know, he's exclusively to Toys R Us. But Darth Vader, I've seen him at Toys R Us, Target, and I know I've seen him at Walmart saying,
"Ray, buy me."
And that was my very bad James Earl Jones impression. But anyway, these tend to retail for around 40 bucks, and occasionally you can catch them on sale. You may be able to get one for around $20 to $30, so just keep a lookout for that. But yeah, Target, Walmart, and Toys R Us, they should have these. If not, you can definitely get them online from somewhere. And more than likely, they are limited editions. Now, as far as how these things stack up side by side, I'll let you be the judge of that. Now, if I was going to choose between the two, like I said earlier, I would go with Darth Vader. He's just my favorite of the two. And I should also reiterate that these are 31 inches tall. That's 79 centimeters. That's right around 2 feet tall, a little bit over 2 feet tall, actually. And they are recommended for ages 3 and older. They are made in China, and they are made by the toy company Jack Pacific, which has been around for a while. They make lots of toys, so this isn't like a some off-brand strange company or anything like that. They don't take batteries, so you don't gotta worry about that. So don't worry about getting batteries. Nothing on Darth Vader's suit lights up, or the Clone Trooper suit for that matter, lights up or makes any type of noise or beeps or anything like that. So you don't gotta worry about that. Just grab them and play, or grab them and put them on display. So that's pretty much it. I mean, here's one last good look at the back of them. Unfortunately, I don't have a scale to weigh them, but they're very light. In fact, they're hollow inside. They feel like they weigh between 2 to 3 pounds. So if you're worried about them being too heavy for your kid to play with, it shouldn't be a problem. So that's been a review of the giant size Star Wars 31-inch Clone Trooper and Darth Vader. Take care. I'll see you guys in our next video, and thanks for watching. And by the way, my favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi.
I recommend this toy for its size and articulation and mild detail. You can't go wrong, and you know these aren't going to be around forever. It's recommended for ages 3